Silver City. The newly brewed whitening potion is a magical potion. Sir, do you need a cigarette? Make way, move aside. Make way, move aside. Everyone step back. Don't block the way. Have they captured a new prisoner again? So many guards escorting, that mixed-race bastard must have killed someone. It's a pointed-eared and golden-eyed wolfmen. Wolfmen. They say they can even bend steel. Is it really safe to imprison such monsters? Don't worry, our Silver City has 2 treasures. One is mithril ore that's harder than steel. And the second one is the Grand Prison forged from mithril ore. Rose Prison, there's magic circle engraved with sealing magic at Rose Prison. Plus, Lord Aiden Gallord himself serves as the warden. Once you're inside, there's no way to escape. I've dug through, ha ha ha, I finally broke out. Aiden, you idiot, you thought you could lock me up. I've finally escaped. Blood Princess Ophelia. When it comes to intelligence, you still can't compare to me, Ophelia. 2 years. It took 2 whole years. I never expected that this lousy prison was built on mithril foundations. But it was all worth it. Look at that full moon. This air of freedom. It is welcoming me regaining my freedom. Making such a big noise before even getting far, aren't you afraid I wouldn't find you? Aiden. You still had 98 years left in your sentence. Looks like it's going to increase now. You scoundrel. How did you discover I escaped? Excuse me, a vampire who doesn't need to use the bathroom but spends 2 hours there, every day in there. If you weren't digging a tunnel, were you having a midnight snack? If you had already discovered, why did you wait until now to catch me? Of course, it's to catch a typical case for publicity. The noble blood princess choosing to dig a hole and escape, let the other prisoners see your pathetic state. Damn it. It seems only one of us can leave here alive today, Warden. 2 years ago, I made a mistake and you caught me. This time, I won't repeat it. You are, Avantia. Aiden ordered to capture you and bring you back. Prodigy assassin Evangeline Crimson. Which daily you're so slow, I've been waiting for you for half a day. Hey, aren't you the prominent figures of this continent? Necromancer, can I have the ashes of the vampire for myself? Why are you all, being a lackey for this man? Let's team up, the 4 of us. Aiden, that bastard, is as good as dead. Don't you want freedom? Don't bother, they have made a contract with me. I have improved their conditions in the prison in exchange for their help in maintaining order. Let me ask you again. Will you willingly return to your cell or should I beat you half to death and throw you back in? Damn humans, do you think I have no dignity like them? Better to die than be unfree. Don't underestimate the resolve of a noble blood princess. If you dare to lay a hand on me, once I capture you, I'll tie you to a cross, stuff your mouth with garlic, and leave you under the sun to roast for a day. Oh, Lord Warden. I just came out to enjoy the moon. Why are you threatening me like this? Just go back the way you came out. Don't force me to pour holy water on you. Aiden Gallord, the renowned strongman of the continent. A sharpshooter, a master swordsman, a prodigy in magic, various titles are attributed to him. His name alone is enough to make heretics tremble. Unfortunately, I'm not the real Aiden. He's already dead. I have been summoned into his body, his skills and experiences are unknown to me. Fortunately, I used to be a prison guard and know the procedures. Disguising myself as the warden is easy, but... Half-orc. Roar. If I still had my whip, I would whip you to death, Aiden. Demon. Undead creature. Zombie. Huh, big boss of the prison, visiting for some satisfaction. Dragon. Succubus. Lord Aiden, my dear, I've missed you so much. Come inside and sit. Lights out. What's even worse, Aiden Gallard's name is no longer enough to control the prisoners here. You're quite the imposter, kid. You are no longer the legendary Aiden Gallard. 3 years ago, my snake venom was injected into your body during our battle. Now, you're just a waste who needs assistance even to use the bathroom. I've long noticed his extreme weakness. Even if we revolt, he has no means to resist. Shut up. Silence. You're now at your weakest, Lord Warden. Let me see how much strength you have left. Damn you. Silence. Ah. Wow. My eyes. Even prisoners have human rights. I'm going to report you. I was just joking, Warden. I don't have any cheat-like system or exceptional talents. 2 months of sleepless nights, and I've learned the most basic flash spell, equivalent to a flashbang. I need to find a way back as soon as possible. There are all sorts of peculiar individuals detained here, and maybe I can extract some clues from them. Put the troublemaker in solitary confinement. Please don't bring in more troublemakers. Ah. Don't move. Stay still when facing death. Warden, this is a new death row inmate. This werewolf is no easy opponent, so be careful. You all deserve to die. I fucking jinxed it. Veronica, the werewolf, was originally a police officer in the Silver City. While investigating a counterfeit alcohol sales case, she impulsively shot and killed the bar owner. There was sufficient evidence, so she was sentenced to death and executed 1 month later. The chief warden administered a sedative injection. Take her to the dressing room. In that case, let's not disturb them. Let's disband on the spot, brothers. Captain Rosen, please stay. I applied last month to have additional cells built, but there has been no response from the higher-ups. Currently, several cells are overcrowded with multiple inmates. If this continues, there is a risk of a riot. Hiss, Lord Aiden, how many years have you been the chief warden? Haven't you figured out the difficulties of the higher-ups yet? There are over 1,000 prisoners in the Rose prison, and the maintenance costs for a year could feed the slums for 100 years. And considering the long lifespan of the non-human prisoners, it's like an endless pit. When will it ever end? Let me tell you plainly, since I lack sophistication due to not being from the upper class. Imagine, if a group of non-human prisoners were to die mysteriously in the prison. In fact, it would be a win-win situation. Lord Aiden must have heard about the protest march in Daylight City, right? Expel the non-humans. This is our land, reserved for our kind. At the very least, the non-humans helped us reclaim our land. We shouldn't exterminate them completely. What did you say? The non-humans are pests. As long as they stay, we will always be impoverished. Why do we have to suffer while the non-humans in the prison are well-fed and clothed? The conflict between humans and non-humans is escalating, leading to division and opposition. Whether Rose Prison should be demolished is a topic of continuous debate. So, in order to manage public opinion, I, as the chief warden, have to find a way to kill the prisoners in the prison? This doesn't seem appropriate, does it? Then what other choice do we have, Lord Aiden? Resign and leave, with your passionate youth? Don't forget that you captured over 1,000 prisoners in Rose Prison. You've already made enemies with the non-human community. Let me give you a friendly reminder. There are still many people in the upper echelons who want to keep Rose Prison, like my master, Senator Anthony. After all, she's already a death row inmate, so killing her won't burden your saintly conscience. Non-humans refer to any race other than humans. Humans briefly cooperated with non-humans to combat a common enemy. As a reward for their participation in the war, the non-humans were granted equal citizenship on human territory. There is no longer a war now. Hunger, poverty, unemployment, people need an outlet. The aristocracy secretly shifted the blame for all of this onto the non-humans. As the ruling class of this world, no one dares to offend them, including myself. So, I compromised. In such a world, adhering to professional ethics is a fool's dream. Moving up the death date of a death row inmate is already the most compassionate choice. Who do you think would be suitable, Fernanda? Most cells are already packed with 2 people. I'll have to think. Right. The succubus cell seems to have only 1 person. The succubus? Isn't she? Are you looking for a place to sleep at night? Lord Aiden. Come to my room. My bed is quite big. Prisoner 3307, Succubus Faye. Didn't you get released from prison the day before yesterday? Ah. Well, you see, she couldn't resist and secretly organized other succubi for her old profession. This led to a large number of men being hospitalized due to sudden exhaustion. Why are you always involved in these raids? Oh dear. I only made a small mistake. They even called me a repeat offender and gave me a whole year. It's excessive. Lord Aiden, can you find a way to reduce my sentence? For example, I'm willing to do anything you want in my room tonight. You. Are you serious? Yes. Yes. I'm totally serious. Alright, let's call it a day. Wait. Who is this? This is your new roommate that has been assigned to you. Remember, if you notice anything unusual, call the prison guards immediately. Ah, no, you must have misunderstood something, Aiden. Doctor, have you prepared the sedatives for tomorrow? We'll go and prepare for it right away. Sir Aiden. Forget it, it's already closing time. You guys have families to go back to. Leave this small matter to me. Go home and be with your families. Thank you, Chief Warden. We'll go back now. Tonight is the night of the full moon. How could sedatives possibly suppress a werewolf under the full moon? Sister Meng, listen to me. Aiden might really be gay. Cut the surveillance. What time is it? You made a mistake, death row inmate. You're just 1 wall away from freedom. Oh my goodness. What are you trying to do? Philippa, the Tiger Kin in room 2, has requested to purchase a comb for grooming her fur during the changing season. Approved. Catherine in room 6 has applied to buy a dagger, claiming it is for warding off evil spirits. Denied, and tell her not to take the prison guards for fools. Faye, the succubus in room 13, has applied for innocent release, stating she will show her gratitude in a special way. Denied, and inform her that submitting similar requests will result in solitary confinement. Good morning, Doctor. Why are you running so fast? Excuse me, coming through. Bad news. Bad news, Chief Warden. I woke up this morning and suddenly remembered that yesterday was a full moon. The sedatives are not enough. We need at least 10 times the dosage to suppress her. The full moon brings out her bloodlust. The succubus might be in danger. Quickly, go check. Hey, what's your name, dear sister? Don't be so aloof. After all, we're roommates, right? Be quiet. Line up. Each person has 10 minutes for bathing, no exceeding the time limit. How is that possible? The succubus is perfectly fine. And they seem to have a good relationship. I've been keeping watch all night, and nothing has happened. How can I describe it? This werewolf is quiet and neat, even the bed is neatly made. I've never seen a prisoner so disciplined. But the verdict states that she's a bloodthirsty maniac. Could it be? The Bay statue. Yes, that's it. There's no reason for her not to be violent, there's only one explanation. She's a blood-sucking werewolf. Blood-sucking werewolf? Never heard about a subspecies of werewolves. 100 years ago, humans and werewolves were trapped in a castle by demons for months, running out of food. Despite being allies, hunger caused both sides to become suspicious of each other. Humans feared being eaten by werewolves, and werewolves worried about human ambushes. The tense atmosphere led to the possibility of a civil war breaking out at any moment. In such a situation, the human leader, Lord Bay, killed his own warhorse to feed the werewolves. He even offered to sacrifice his deceased child. This act greatly shocked the werewolves and resolved the internal crisis. After breaking out, this group of werewolves earned the title of blood-sucking werewolves. They gradually distanced themselves from the werewolf tribe and followed humans in their southward and northward expeditions until humans regained their nation. In order to assimilate into human society, they developed extreme self-torture methods to control their bestial nature during the full moon rampage. However, after the peace, there was a growing outcry against other races. Blood-sucking werewolves have become quite rare. Wait, Chief Warden. Isn't it a mistake to sentence a blood-sucking werewolf to death? They chose extremely painful methods to control their beastly nature in order to assimilate into human society. There have been cases where blood-sucking werewolves were beaten to death by humans without fighting back. In such circumstances, how could they possibly kill someone? Oh no, Chief Warden. The prisoner in the courtyard is fighting. That werewolf, she's gone mad. Looks like she's not a blood-sucking werewolf after all. She crouched down and disappeared from view. Back to the cells. Don't join in the commotion. There's blood all over the floor. She really went all out, didn't she? One moment of disagreement led to such a beating. It's strange, she was quite close to that succubus earlier, superficially friends, but truly cunning. I was taking a bath alone when that bitch suddenly went crazy. Thief Catherine, Pirate Annie, Chief Warden, please ensure justice for us. Speak up, why did you attack? Do you even need to ask? When these non-humans go crazy, they're capable of anything. Chief Warden, you better hang her already. She's a bloodthirsty werewolf. Who knows, one day she might see us as an extra meal when she gets hungry. Inmates, keep your distance. Yeah. Our magic is sealed, and we're powerless against a rampaging werewolf. I'm about to be released in a few days. I don't want to die in prison now. If the Chief Warden doesn't provide an explanation, we'll have to take matters into our own hands. Quiet. Want to get beaten up? You, a thug from the underworld, pretending to be a righteous avenger? Inmate 3308, Rose Prison demands strict adherence to inmate behavior requirements. The situation here is only a minor hiccup compared to the calamity that awaits the citizens of Silver City. I will request to expedite your execution date. Do you have anything else to add? Humph, even the legendary Aidan Garrett of the Heresy Judicature Bureau was like this. I have thought about this question for a long time. Why have I never had the chance to defend myself? Why is everyone assuming I'm a murderer? Why are all these assumptions and fabrications made against me? I understand now. You all just want me dead. Since that's the case, why waste time explaining? Just pull the trigger. Kill. Kill. Right now, this werewolf is the best option, isn't she? If you kill her, your job will be secure. Kill. Kill. There have been cases where blood-sucking werewolves were beaten to death by humans without fighting back. How could she possibly kill anyone? Kill. Kill. I've come to this point because I accidentally killed an innocent prisoner. If I had a chance to start over, sir, please calm down. Sir. It's not easy to die just because there's a possibility of guilt. Bring her to the interrogation room to see me. When I entered the bathroom, there was an argument going on. Two prisoners had cornered the succubus and seemed to be threatening her. So you stepped in and beat them up. I saw that she was helpless, so I intervened. Understood. Once the succubus, Faye, wakes up, I will hear her testimony and make the final judgment. Until then, please return to your cell, guards. Wait. Chief Warden, I'm sure you didn't call me for a private conversation just about this matter. I know you're different. You're willing to listen to my explanation. I truly didn't commit the murder, but all the evidence and testimonies point to me. I've reviewed the case file, and if you have any objections, we can discuss them face to face. What were you doing on the day of the incident? That day, I was just apprehending a bootlegger who was selling counterfeit alcohol. His wife came to the police station to protest, but I didn't pay much attention to her. Later that night, she was found dead with a gunshot wound in her own tavern. I didn't kill anyone, and I didn't even know when the person died. But your service weapon was missing one bullet during the inspection. If you didn't fire the gun, then who touched your weapon? Did you lend your gun to someone else? No one touched my gun. The people in Silver City don't want to get close to me, let alone borrow my gun. Who were you with at the time the victim was killed? Can you provide an alibi? I was alone. I went to the cemetery to pay respects to a friend. It's a rundown graveyard for non-humans, and there were no caretakers. You can't provide any evidence to prove your innocence. I have something else that can prove it. It's my character. I started as a militia in a small village and worked my way up to become a Silver City patrol officer. I have a good reputation among the villagers. I have apprehended 2 cult leaders who were sacrificing living people. I have fought against catastrophic-level monsters, saving hundreds of people. You can ask them. They can vouch for me. That doesn't prove you didn't commit the murder. It doesn't matter how many people you saved. Murder can happen in a moment of impulse. Think about the other details. If you can't pass this test, don't even think about judges and politicians. Inmate 3308. Veronica. I couldn't save myself despite saving so many others. Guards. Take her back to her cell. Chief Warden. Faye, the succubus, is awake. Is she still in the infirmary? I'll go see her. Megan, why did you bring the inmate here without my permission? What? She said you refused to see me, don't you know me? Chief Warden, I knew you would come to talk to her and find out the truth. You can talk to her first, and then call me. Humph, so this succubus has quite a bit of money, as expected. I'm here to clarify one thing. Veronica is innocent. As you know, Faye is a well-known entrepreneur and a woman of action in Silver City. But those two new inmates, the bandit, Catherine, and the pirate, Annie, tried to extort money from me in the bathroom. I thought I was done for. Fortunately, Veronica was there. She punched Annie right in the nose. And another blow knocked Catherine to the ground. Those two couldn't get up after that. Then why did you also faint on the ground? When I was running out, I accidentally stepped on a bar of soap and slipped. Then I didn't remember anything. So, that's what happened. That's not all, Chief Warden. I believe Veronica has been framed. We succubi have a special ability to peer into someone's dreams while they sleep. Last night, I entered her dream. She was desperate and almost on the verge of a breakdown, but nobody listened to her testimony. It's clear that she's been framed. If you don't believe me, come to my cell tonight and see it with your own eyes. How can I be sure you won't manipulate the dream? Veronica's crimes are not my decision. If there's nothing else, you can leave. Are you willing to frame an innocent person? I will die peacefully, but you will die in agony, struggling because you killed an innocent person. Your remaining life will be restless, and I pity you. Get out. Megan, take her back to her cell. Wait. Aiden Gallord is the embodiment of justice. When did the man I chose become so weak? What do you think, Flora? The judge believes that the prisoner, Veronica, killed the tavern owner in a fit of rage. But in most werewolf assault cases, werewolves attack with their bare hands, rarely using guns to kill. Although it's suspicious, but Veronica is a police officer, and it's plausible for her to retain the instinct to use a gun even in a berserk state. Flora, you notice the inconsistencies after reading a few lines, but the more I look into this case, the stranger it becomes. Chief Warden, what does she have that is worth going this far? For me to kill an innocent person. Don't make such disgusting noises, you damn succubus. I'm still young and have needs, so what's the problem? Ha! Am I dreaming? Shoo! I'm here for a reason. Weren't you trying to prove the innocence of the werewolf? I got it, so why don't you move your leg? Now is the perfect time to enter the subconscious. Veronica has been injected with a sedative and is fast asleep. It's quite rare for you to willingly help someone. Don't think of me as such a despicable person, okay? Veronica helped me once, so I'm just being honorable. Are you ready, Lord Aiden? Don't change things in the subconscious. Don't worry, I don't have that much ability. Wow, so the rumors were true, they won't fight back even if she's killed. Fight back. Why would anyone go to their deaths one by one? Because we are blood-sucking werewolves. We won't harm humans. We uphold our promise. Cough, help us. Someone, help us. Someone is ruthlessly hunting down blood-sworn werewolves. Don't worry, the Human Council will definitely prosecute the culprit. Thank you. But it's you we need to judge. Why did you kill an innocent member of our kind? You must be seeking revenge for your kind being killed, resorting to slaughtering humans as a means of retaliation. If you're punished lightly, there will surely be greater calamity in the future. I didn't kill anyone. Execution. Execution. Ambition must not be allowed to live. Execution. Execution. Why? Why doesn't anyone believe me? Veronica's emotions are becoming more and more intense. It seems she'll wake up soon. The case is deeper than I imagined. Is it really that serious? Isn't it difficult for Aiden Gallord to vouch for a prisoner with his reputation? It seems you still don't understand the power of our opponent. They can even manipulate judges. Speaking of the dead. Necromancer Asina. That might actually be possible. Welcome, Senator Anthony, to the Rose Prison. Senator Anthony. What brings him here? Lord Anthony, you shouldn't be here. A senator showing up at the prison in the middle of the night will arouse unwarranted speculation. It's good to protect your own interests, but don't splash others in the process, Lord Aiden. What do you mean? If you killed a death row inmate. Captain Rosen already told you that I would convince the council to keep the prison, didn't he? But I heard that you've been investigating cases involving death row inmates recently. News travels fast. How did Lord Anthony find out about my investigation? The Silver City Gazette is my asset. It's easy to dig up some inside information. Take a look at the newspapers from the past few days, Lord Aiden. Untamable beasts, savage and bloodthirsty werewolves, have to be arrested, one by one. And trailed by former senior judge Aiden Gallord, hidden legend of the Silver City. This is what I've been working on. You understand what I'm trying to convey, right? The former hero who once slayed demons has gained recognition for his righteousness. You will become the hero in the hearts of the citizens. And the council will have to consider preserving the prison. But what are you doing by investigating the cases? Questioning the judge's rulings? Judges shouldn't jump to conclusions so early. Veronica's case has many loopholes. Lord Aiden. This isn't about wrongful convictions. You're disrespecting the judges. This group of judges who are also senators will surely have resentment towards you and the prison. The result will be making it even more difficult to save the prison. I'm not trying to hinder you from pursuing justice, but now is not the time. Our goal now is to put you back on a pedestal. Think about it. When you become a hero once again, think about the immense influence you'll have on the citizens. At that time, won't you have more influence in the decision-making of the cases you're involved in? The Silver City has never lacked wrongful cases. You have a shining opportunity. But for now, you must endure, understand? You are brewing a dangerous plan, Aiden. How did you guess? Humans seek the support of their loved ones when making important decisions. And in this world, I understand you the most. Here you are again, Aiden. I've already decided to help overturn the conviction of a prisoner. But you don't know where to start and what consequences it might bring. You know all of it. As long as you can defeat me, I'll give you the answers. What do you say? Melophilia, the goddess of conspiracy. Your heart isn't in the game, Aiden. Aren't you just asking questions you already know the answers to? The mastermind behind the werewolf cases is someone in a high position. They've manipulated the police to provide false testimonies. They've also influenced the judges to deliver swift convictions. Now it's my turn. They're using the threat of shutting down the prison. They want me to hurry up and kill to silence everyone. Ha ha ha. Have you ever wondered why a city this large has a prison to hold dangerous heretics? They've gone to great lengths, setting up multiple magical barriers. They spared no expense in reinforcing it with expensive secret silver. What are they afraid of? The so-called plan to shut down the prison is just a political move by the senators to gain votes. As long as I'm still here in Rose Prison, it can never be shut down. You better watch me closely. If one day I escape, there would be no reason for this prison to exist anymore. In my past life, I died because of X, a person who shall not be named. I won't repeat the same mistake this time. But your soul is too weak. You don't have much magical prowess, and you're all alone. How do you plan to fight against them? I'm already prepared to use the powers of those 3 model prisoners. They have a soul contract with the previous Aiden. I can disguise myself and continue to enlist their assistance. Disguise is just one aspect. Forcing prisoners to do things will generate resentment. Right now, you don't have the power to suppress or counteract that resentment. Do you? Every day, I review the prisoners' requests. I know what they want. It can be used as a reward to reduce their resistance. Your time is running out. Can you overturn the conviction with just their abilities? During the investigation, I should pay attention to the abilities and personalities of other prisoners as well. But I don't know about the abilities of the other prisoners. Case files. I can judge a prisoner's abilities and character based on the criminal records in the case files. Flora's compilation of prisoner profiles can help me cater to their interests. Use their needs to build trust with the prisoners. Then leverage their unconventional powers to achieve our goals. The 1,000 prisoners in Rose Prison. They represent 1,000 methods I can employ. General. Aiden, do you know what price you'll pay if you lose to me? Hee hee, teasing you with intellectual games. Humans can't beat me. I'll spare you this time. Next time, I want to play a game of flying chess. It took a lot of effort to summon your dispersed soul onto the warden's body. Don't disappoint me, Aiden. Lord Aiden, you certainly have a lot of energy. I heard that you went to the succubus's room last night, and now you're here before dawn. What's up? Are you interested in a corpse? Prisoner file. Number 0077 name, Asina race, undead occupation, necromancer abilities, undead summoning, dark magic danger level, S-class. Sentence, life imprisonment. So, you want me to help summon a dead person's soul. But I just finished dealing with the vampire. Now you want me to work again. Don't treat me like a slave. Why don't you go there yourself? This pendant can summon a spirit when it receives an impact. Use it in front of the corpse. Can this chain really summon a soul? Do you always carry around something so dangerous? Don't you remember the clause about freedom in the soul contract? Accessories are also part of clothing. Besides, this thing can't help me escape. It's too late for regrets now. If you want to activate the pendant's ability, it's like this. I didn't accidentally drop it. I just wanted to demonstrate how to summon a soul, just be careful not to touch the skull part. It's affected by necromantic spells. Sigh. It's over. This guy is trembling in anger. He definitely thinks I'm provoking him. I hope I didn't anger that man. You're not fooling me. I'm telling you not to come any closer. I'm just suddenly thinking. Flora said you finished reading all the books in the library and have been complaining about not having new ones. How about I bring back a few bestsellers for you? What's wrong with this guy? When did he become so considerate? Really? There's ashes in the urn, the body has already been cremated. Can it still summon a soul in this situation? No response. Try knocking a few more times. What are you doing so late at night? Can't you let people sleep? Ah. Help. It's haunted. Damn. Sorry for disturbing your rest. I underestimated this. It's a shame the ashes didn't work. Let's think of another way. Who's disturbing my rest? She's out. The killer who murdered you is still at large. Tell me who the killer is, and I'll help you seek revenge. I don't have much time. The killer is. Be quiet. Do you want your husband to stay in prison for selling fake alcohol? Let go of me, I've already paid you. Don't be so arrogant. Slap. Damn it, you're acting all high and mighty too. Help me seek revenge. Tell me his name, and then disappear. Think carefully, there are deductions to be made from the information the lady gave me. That outfit and lapel pin belonged to the mounted police. After the killer shot someone, they were missing one bullet and targeted Veronica. Only someone in the mounted police would have access to other people's guns and have the opportunity to commit the crime. It must be the armory administrator. Should I find the armory administrator? Wait a moment. Hey. Bruce. Lord Aiden needs to see you. Wow, you've got some skills to have made acquaintances with Lord Aiden. Coming. He's so thin. Lord Aiden. Do you have something you need from me? Oh, nothing major. I have a favorite revolver that's been acting up a bit. Since I passed by the police station, I thought I'd ask for your help in repairing it. I see. It's just a small matter. What seems to be the problem? The cylinder keeps slipping and losing one bullet. It's a shame to see a good revolver suffer from the absence of one bullet, isn't it? I've been quite busy lately, Lord Aiden. Can you wait a few days? Of course, take your time. I'll leave it to you then. This guy named Bruce isn't the killer. The medium's build doesn't match the memories of the soul and the other spirits. But his response during the conversation didn't match someone who had no knowledge of the case. Let's not spook him. The big fish behind him is the key. Hey, Bruce, why the long face? Weren't you all suave yesterday? You even had money to visit the Feather and Jade for women. Where did you make your fortune? Go away, I'm not in the mood for jokes. Missing one bullet. It must be a coincidence, just repairing a revolver shouldn't scare yourself like this. I swear. Everything I said is true. There was a man standing at the recently buried landlady's grave. Ghosts were kneeling before him everywhere. I got scared and ran out, guess what I heard? help me seek revenge. That was definitely the voice of the landlady. Have you seen the landlady before? Just say it was her voice. Are you obsessed with women or something? Sigh, now they'll be on alert. He's retreated into the house and won't come out. I'll use this crystal ball to keep your crow watching him for a while. TSK, I heard that Asina gets rewarded for doing your errands. Why do you only think about mooching when you come to me? Name, daily race, human occupation, one of the 7 great witches' abilities, summoning familiars, divination danger level, S-class. Sentence, life imprisonment. What benefits will you plan to give me, Lord Aiden? Benefits? Did I misunderstand something, Daily? Are we making a deal? Damn, what was I thinking? I forgot how he captured me. I surrender. Stop fighting. I surrender. No, how can the warden make a deal with a prisoner? I was just joking with you. As long as you know. The warden will provide certain care to the inmates based on the situation. Do not mistake caring for an opportunity to make unreasonable demands. Sigh. By the way, many inmates have been having trouble adjusting to the prison food. I'm planning to buy some desserts to improve the meals. What do you think of cream cake on 7th Street? Hee hee. I'm sure they'll love it, I guarantee it. He must have incredible patience, it's so late but there's still no movement. But you've rested enough, it's time to wake up. It's late at night, and now it's your turn. Gurgle, hee hee, so white. Gurgle. Snap. Ugh. What's wrong? What was that? It sounds like someone broke the glass upstairs. It really startled me. Huff. That doesn't seem right. Upstairs, it's the roof. What the hell is this? Don't come any closer. Stay calm. It's just a dream. Just a dream. I was wrongly accused of death. Help. Save me. It's a ghost. Justice will prevail. Don't come looking for me. That's it, a serious threat to your own safety. Quickly go seek help from the person you trust the most. I've completed the tasks you assigned, don't burn my doll. Prisoner file number 0996 name, Sileni race, revenant abilities, travel through the underworld, environmental attacks danger level, D to B. Don't worry, I'm just making sure you don't cause any trouble. Humph, warden, using prisoners for such things, aren't you afraid of being ridiculed? Ridiculed? What about upholding justice? You turned yourself into a revenant just to avenge your son. And your actions just now helped a woman with a similarly tragic fate as yours. I hope you can let go of your obsession and find peace soon. Help. Ghost. What's wrong with this person? It's the ghost of the innkeeper. Help. Ouch. What are you shouting about? Aren't you afraid others will know about this? Jalong. Great. I was just about to look for you. Shut up. There are too many people here, let's go. Are you sure it was a ghost? Absolutely. That ghost even touched my face. It must have been the mysterious person who entered the cemetery in the morning. We've attracted the attention of someone important. Lower your voice, why are you panicking? At most, it's just a necromancer sneaking into the cemetery to practice spells. Think about it carefully. If this gets out, it won't just be the two of us in trouble. If Veronica is released from prison for revenge, a flick of her hand will make your head fall to the ground. But my fragile heart can't handle female ghosts. Sigh, it's a disaster having you as a distant relative. You can stay at my house for these few days. We've set up a special magic circle against necromancers here. Any undead creature that dares to cross the boundary will be instantly destroyed. Wow, this is too professional. Could it be that you already anticipated that the ghost of the innkeeper's wife would come for revenge? I have plenty of people seeking revenge on me. It's not her turn yet. Bruce, since you've decided to hang out with me, remember this. The road to power is paved with bones. Oh, okay. Long. Does anything come to mind? Why did he frame you? Wait, Veronica, think about it again. Spend a few nights with me, and, this time, you will be promoted to the chief of the mounted police. I'm not interested in you. If you make any moves, don't blame me for being impolite. You bitch. I'll not let this go. Is it necessary to frame me over such a small matter? If they can't have it, they'll destroy it. This pathological mindset is not uncommon among rich playboys. Let's talk about this Long. What background does he have? How have you been recently? Don't be angry, I know that none of your requests have ever been responded to. It's just the way things are. After all, anyone who has read your writing hasn't had a good ending. The entire prison has no way to deal with your abilities. That's why people are indifferent to you. The prison guards and the inmates know nothing about you. I have a proposal. Help me force a coward out of the house. If you prove that you can be trusted, I'll give you a chance to make friends. Prisoner file number 0666 name, subject 13 species, unknown ability, mysterious correspondence danger level, B class. Wow. What's going on?